Have you ever wondered how one of the deadliest inventions in human history was created? Not by a king, not by a brilliant military engineer, but completely by accident. Imagine living more than 1,200 years ago in the mountains of ancient China. There were no factories, no electricity, and no laboratories filled with modern equipment. Instead, hidden inside quiet temples, groups of Taoist alchemists spent their lives searching for something they believed could change humanity forever. They weren't trying to build weapons, and they weren't preparing for war. Their dream was much bigger than that. They wanted to defeat death itself. They believed that somewhere in nature existed a magical formula capable of granting eternal life. For years, they experimented with rare minerals, strange powders, herbs, and metals. Every new mixture brought hope, and every failed experiment brought disappointment. But one ordinary day, one experiment changed human history forever. As they mixed saltpeter, charcoal, and sulfur, then placed the mixture over a flame, something completely unexpected happened. A blinding flash filled the room. A thunderous explosion echoed through the building. Flames spread instantly. Their laboratory was destroyed, and even their beards and clothes caught fire. Although the experiment had failed, human history had just taken an entirely new direction. Without realizing it, they had discovered gunpowder, a substance that would eventually bring down kingdoms, reshape civilizations, and change the future of warfare forever. But how could a failed attempt to create eternal life become the foundation of every modern firearm? To answer that question, we have to begin our journey in ancient China.
A blinding flash filled the room. A thunderous explosion echoed through the building. Flames spread instantly. Their laboratory was destroyed, and even their beards and clothes caught fire. Although the experiment had failed, human history had just taken an entirely new direction. Without realizing it, they had discovered gunpowder, a substance that would eventually bring down kingdoms, reshape civilizations, and change the future of warfare forever. But how could a failed attempt to create eternal life become the foundation of every modern firearm? To answer that question, we have to begin our journey in ancient China. During the Tang Dynasty, many Taoist scholars believed that nature contained hidden secrets waiting to be discovered. They weren't only philosophers. Many of them were also early scientists. They carefully studied minerals, plants, metals, and chemicals, hoping to unlock the mysteries of the universe. Among all their ambitions, one stood above the rest: the search for immortality. Chinese emperors desperately wanted to live forever. Some rulers even funded expensive research, believing that somewhere there existed an elixir capable of stopping aging itself. Because of this royal support, alchemists continued experimenting for decades. They mixed mercury, sulfur, saltpeter, charcoal, and countless other ingredients. Most combinations produced nothing. Some released poisonous smoke, while others simply burned away. But one mixture behaved very differently. The moment it touched fire, it exploded. At first, nobody celebrated. In fact, ancient Chinese writings warned future alchemists never to repeat the experiment because it was extremely dangerous. Ironically, the formula that was supposed to protect life had become something capable of taking it away. The mixture itself was surprisingly simple: about 75% saltpeter, 15% charcoal, and 10% sulfur. Individually, none of these ingredients seemed extraordinary, but together, they created something unlike anything people had ever seen before. Saltpeter supplied oxygen, allowing fire to burn with incredible speed, even when little oxygen was available. Charcoal acted as the fuel, while sulfur made the reaction ignite more easily and burn faster. Within a fraction of a second, the solid powder transformed into an enormous volume of hot gas. That gas expanded violently, and wherever it was trapped, it produced tremendous pressure. Today, every firearm, from the earliest hand cannon to the most advanced modern rifle, still relies on this same basic principle. Pressure pushes a projectile through a barrel at incredible speed. Everything started with this accidental discovery. You might expect that the Chinese immediately turned gunpowder into weapons, but surprisingly, they didn't. The earliest use of gunpowder had nothing to do with killing. Instead, people discovered that it produced beautiful colors, loud sounds, and bright flashes. Soon, it became the heart of spectacular fireworks, displayed during festivals and celebrations. People believed that loud explosions frightened away evil spirits, making fireworks symbols of joy, celebration, and good fortune. At the same time, soldiers found another peaceful use. Gunpowder created thick clouds of smoke that could be seen from long distances, allowing smoke signals to communicate across battlefields and mountain regions. For a while, gunpowder remained more of a curiosity than a weapon. No one yet understood the full potential hidden inside that black powder. But history has a strange way of changing ordinary discoveries into extraordinary inventions. It wouldn't take long before someone asked a simple but dangerous question. What if this explosive force could be directed toward an enemy instead of the sky? That single idea would begin a military revolution unlike anything the world had ever witnessed, and the very first step toward the invention of the gun was about to begin. At first, gunpowder wasn't a weapon at all. It was used for fireworks, smoke signals, and festivals across ancient China. But during the Song dynasty, as China faced constant invasions, military engineers wondered, what if this explosive powder could be used in battle? Their first invention was the fire lance, a bamboo tube filled with gunpowder and attached to a spear. When the fuse was lit, it blasted a stream of fire at the enemy. It wasn't a true gun, but it terrified soldiers who had never seen anything like it. The fire lance was famously used during the Siege of Daean in 1132, marking one of the first military uses of gunpowder. Soon, Chinese soldiers made an even bigger breakthrough. They packed stones and iron pellets inside the bamboo tube. Instead of just flames, the explosion now launched deadly projectiles. For the first time, explosive pressure was used to fire an object through a barrel. The same basic principle every modern firearm still uses today. But bamboo couldn't handle the pressure. It often exploded in the shooter's hands. To solve this, Chinese metalworkers replaced bamboo with strong bronze barrels. By the late 13th century, this led to the world's first true firearm, the hand cannon. It was slow, inaccurate, and difficult to reload, but it proved one revolutionary idea, a portable weapon powered by an explosion. As the Mongol Empire expanded across Asia, it adopted these new weapons and carried the technology from China to Central Asia, Persia, the Middle East, and Europe. Engineers improved the designs wherever they went, and within a few generations, gunpowder had spread across much of the known world. But its greatest impact was yet to come. When gunpowder reached Europe, it would transform warfare forever, bringing down mighty castles, ending the age of armored knights, and changing the course of history. After the invention of the flintlock, firearms became faster and more reliable, but there was still one problem. A soldier could fire only one shot before reloading. In battle, those few seconds could be deadly. The solution was the bayonet, a sharp blade attached to the front of a musket. With it, a gun could instantly become a spear. Soldiers could shoot from a distance and fight in close combat without changing weapons. This simple invention transformed military tactics across the world. During the 19th century, firearms evolved rapidly. The percussion cap made guns far more reliable, even in bad weather. Soon after, the metal cartridge combined gunpowder, bullet, and ignition into a single unit, making reloading much faster and safer. These innovations marked the beginning of modern firearms. Inventors continued improving weapon designs. Rifled barrels made bullets spin, increasing accuracy and range. The revolver allowed multiple shots before reloading, and later, the machine gun could fire hundreds of rounds per minute. Warfare changed forever. Armies that once depended on swords and cavalry now relied on powerful firearms. Yet every modern gun can trace its origins back to one accidental discovery made over 1,200 years ago: gunpowder. The story of gunpowder is one of history's greatest accidents. Taoist alchemists in ancient China were searching for a potion that could grant eternal life. Instead, they discovered a substance that would reshape the world. Their invention transformed warfare, politics, exploration, and the balance of power between nations. In the end, the gun was not invented by a single person. It was the result of centuries of experiments, failures, and improvements. From a small Taoist laboratory in ancient China to the advanced firearms of today, every generation added something new. And perhaps history's greatest irony is this: while searching for a way to help people live forever, those alchemists accidentally created the foundation of one of humanity's most powerful inventions. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more fascinating stories from history. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.